All right, everyone. So I just wanted to do an update on my container garden, but I wanted to focus on tomatoes. So over here at the end of my deck, going up a trellis, I have 4 different kinds of tomatoes going on over here. All of the plants have multiple tomatoes on them. On this side over here, the only ones that are ripening right now are the sun gold tomatoes. I don't want it to get blurry, but it might, so sorry about that. So I've been eating tomatoes off of this plant for about a week now, but the rest of them, they are not red yet. So, but they all have tomatoes. Let me see if I can show you. So this plant has the big tomatoes. It's the only plant that I have that has big tomatoes. The rest are, you know, like cherry size. And I didn't really plan that, but, well, these right here, let me see if I can get close. These are long. See, they're long, but still not big. And like, so I have seeds for like beefsteak tomatoes and a couple other ones that I never planted because I ended up with so many. I have 14 tomato plants. I didn't need more, so. But these over here are the super sweet 100s, and they are just starting. Let me see if I can go here. They are just starting to ripen. You can see down there. But again, there's tomatoes all over these plants. So, see right there? It's called a set of tomatoes because they grow like in clusters, which is super cool. And if you look in there, like, there's so many tomatoes in there. There's a lot. Yeah, and you can see there's more flowers, so there'll be more tomatoes. Even over here, there's tomatoes growing there. Now these 2 plants, even though they're small tomatoes, they're a little bit bigger than like a cherry tomato. These are the Chadwick cherry tomatoes. That's the name of them, but they're bigger, a little bigger. Let me see if I can get in there. Can you see those right there? Yep. Yep. So that's what these 2 plants are right here. Then over here, I have 3 tiny tomato plants. They all have tomatoes. This one I've been getting tomatoes from already, and it is, you can see there's a couple there I could probably pick today. And they're full, I don't know if you can see, but they're full of tomatoes. And so over here I have a bit of a jungle going on, but this is one of my raised beds. And this big plant right here that you can see right here, that is a sun gold tomato plant. It's one plant. It is huge. So it's just huge. So here, this is a newer set, but here's like a set of the tomatoes. Down here, a set of the tomatoes. I mean, they're all over the place, but a set of tomatoes. This is a newer set, so these are a little smaller. So anyway, this particular plant is huge. It is probably, and I have it held up but it's probably 5 feet by 5 feet, 4 feet by 4 feet, something like that. So it goes all the way over here. This is all one tomato plant. It's crazy, crazy. And then, and I was a little upset about this morning, but it's been raining like crazy with a lot of wind. And the street that I live on, it's kind of like a wind tunnel. And my backyard is, the wind just whips through here. This tiny Tim tomato plant, which is all over the place right now, it was basically laying down back into the dirt. And so you can see I've put some metal pieces to hold it up because it is so heavy with so many green tomatoes on it. And so there's some down there. They're all in here. I'm afraid I don't want to mess it up because I already broke off one tomato by accident. So yeah, so it is supposed to not look that, well, it almost looks broken. It's just, it was very flat. So I'm trying to get it to go back into the right shape. So if I go on the other side again, you'll see, I should probably get another metal piece because this is all the tomato right here, the tiny Tim. You can see all of the tomatoes in there. That's like laying down on its side, and it should not be like that. So I'll have to get another something for this side over here. But yeah, so that's my little jungle. I have my string beans in there and my basil. My basil's all growing like crazy. The string beans are growing like crazy. This over here is my fall garden. I have peas and lettuces in there covered with the shade cloth. And then I have more string beans growing over there. And so that's, I guess, about it for my tomato plants. Each one of these is easily going to have 100 tomatoes on, easily. And yeah, so they're doing really well. They're doing really well. Yep. And this is my marshmallow plant. It's now, I don't know, at least 4 feet tall. It's gorgeous. I'll show you the flowers. Super pretty. Beautiful plant. Beautiful plant. But even the wind and the rain have kind of, I don't know, what it did was, and even with my sunflowers and my marigolds, the rain, it was so strong and heavy that, well, it saturated the flower and made it super heavy. So even these over here, these orange marigolds, they were all like flopping down because they were so heavy. And so was the sunflowers, so I had to tie them up. These sunflowers here haven't even bloomed yet. They're going to be gorgeous. Those are about 7 feet tall. Yep, so that's it. Another little scan of my garden. More sunflowers over here. I just have to show you, my dahlias are blooming now. Look at how gorgeous that is. Isn't that gorgeous? There's yellow, there's white, there's red. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Yep, well, it's kind of dying a little bit. But anyway, so that's the scoop. and lots of basil. This is holy basil, Tulsi basil over here. Yep, so that's it. So I'll come back and do another video, and I'll really share all the flowers with you. So that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.